Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube video. My name is Eliza at Eliza Journals. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today I am showing you the second fountain pen that I actually purchased. I decided to separate all of the fountain pens that I purchased into separate videos because it would take entirely too long for me to do the review. So like I said in my last video, I am not a fountain penologist. I did not go to college to master in understanding fountain pens and the anatomy and physiology of it. This is just my opinion, and it's just a hobby of mine, and I love fountain pens, so I'm just going to review the fountain pen based on my own observations. This is not to be technical. It's just a hobby that I love, and that's just that. So I actually picked this up from Amazon. This is a Platinum Preppy, and the nib size is a 0.2, but in our world it's an extra fine. I actually picked this up because I've been seeing these for a while, and I've actually had this in my cart for a while. And then when I saw Juliet post hers on Instagram, and she was basically like, if you are a small writer, the Platinum Preppy fountain pen is like a very, very inexpensive pen, and she actually loves her. So I decided, well, you know what, let me just take the plunge and spend these $6 little. But hey, $6 is a lot of money. So actually, let's just go ahead and open this up. I do not have anything that I can, I guess, compare this with, because I've never had a Platinum Preppy before. So I'm really not sure what I can, I guess, compare this to. So now what I can do is I can actually pull out my Platinum Curidas. This is a Platinum Curidas retractable. This is in an extra fine. I did have some red ink in it, but I think I definitely need to actually clean this out. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just dip this in some ink, and then I'll actually just compare the nib to this Platinum Preppy. So this Platinum Curidas was actually, I think, $60, and I purchased this from Amazon. It was actually a lot cheaper than Goulet pens, which is why I purchased this I think about a year ago from Amazon. And it's a pen that I'm not gonna say I'm in love with it. I love it, but there are definitely some things I don't like about it. But if you want to see the review of this particular pen, I will link that below in the description. But this is not the video for a review for this. But I will review just the nib and compare the nibs and how they write and what the strokes actually look like. So this Platinum Preppy, like I said, it was $6 from Amazon, and I just decided to get it. I mean, $6 is cheap, and I'm like, how good can a $6 pen write? So it is nothing really special about this pen at all. So this pen actually comes with a cartridge, and the cartridge looks exactly like the Platinum Curidas. So I actually can take this out because I definitely think this is empty, because I can't even get the ink to come out. I think I've just left this in entirely too long. So yep, I used it all. So this is the cartridge. And so the thing about the cartridges is that you don't need converters. To be honest, you don't need converters at all. Just reuse the cartridge that they send you. Just reuse them. That's all I could say. Just reuse them, because it's really not worth buying a converter, because you get more ink volume in a cartridge than you do a converter. So just that rule. Okay, so as you can see, it does come with the same cartridge. And this one, I do love that it has this little, y'all know when you go to nail salons, it has that little ball to keep the ink from like drying out. And then so it actually has this little silver ball, so when you poke the hole, it actually drops in here, and it keeps the ink fresh from like drying out. Okay, so actually let's twist this on and then take this off. So now when you look at the nib actually looks like the Jinhao nibs. So this nib is very short. So I'm going to actually show you. So this nib looks like this. So of course this is a much skinnier nib, but it is like the same length. As you can see, you definitely can see that they're both extra fines. So I'm going to just show you. This is a Jinhao 58, and if you want to see this video, I will link it below as well. So if you see the nib is like a smaller version of the Jinhao nib. It has like that square shape at the bottom of that. I just wanted to show y'all that. I don't want to ink this with black. I actually want to ink this with something else. So I am going to be right back because I'm going to poke a hole in this. Oh, you know what? Better yet, what I'm going to do, give me 1 minute. I'm actually going to just rinse this one out. I'm going to just rinse this one out because that'll just be easier, because this is already kind of empty. So y'all see I'm debating, like, should I just pour this out? Well, let me just poke a hole in this and then pour this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I am back. I didn't realize when I poked the hole that I just slightly poked it and it automatically started going down the feeder. So I actually took this apart so you can actually see how this is attached to the, I'm not even sure what to call this. This is like a piece of the feeder that it's like attached to, and then you just literally, this makes it so much easier to clean. I didn't try to remove it, but I'm sure you can actually remove the nib, but it is completely hard. So I'm actually just going to stick this back. You just stick it in here just like that, which is actually really cool. I never seen anything like that. So now I'm actually going to ink this up with Sailor Manyo Yamabuki, which is one of my currently inked for the month. And I'm only going to just ink up a little bit. I don't want to ink up a lot because I don't want to waste any ink. So like with the syringe, you actually, with this cartridge, you actually need a syringe. So as you see, that was literally like, that little bit was literally like half this cartridge. So I'm going to just put that here and let that go down. And it may take a minute for it to start going down. I've never had one of these, so I'm not sure how long it takes for the ink to start flowing through the feeder. So we'll actually see. So I'm going to twist this back. And it posts beautifully because I love pens that post. So this is definitely like a demonstrator. Okay, so now we're actually going to pen test it. So it did take about, I would say, 60 seconds for me to get the ink to start coming down the feeder. Okay, so we're actually going to pen test it to just see how it writes. I'm gonna swatch the ink first. And I'm assuming I got all of the black ink out. So from initial impressions of just swatching the color, very consistent ink flow. The nib is actually smooth. Okay, so now we're going to write Sailor Manyo Yamabuki. And this is extra fine. It's definitely an extra fine. This is definitely an extra fine. So I'm going to now write in cursive. Oh yeah, this is definitely, this is amazing. And on this paper it does have some like grip, but there's no like scratchy feedback, if you know what I mean. Like the Jinhao and the Diamond Twilight on this Tomo River paper was like, it was like a buttery smooth, but this is like smooth with grip. So this is Platinum Preppy. Oh yeah, I actually like this. This writes really, really good. For $6? That's wild. This writes really good. Okay, so now I want to show you all this one, but I think I need like a red ink. I'm going to just, okay, let's use Widowmaker because I don't want to cross-contaminate those colors because it's red ink on this. And I completely feel like, I mean, let's see, with that little bit, if I can just trying to get it on the tip. Okay, let's see, just so I can show y'all how it writes. And then I really just cross-contaminated it by putting a dirty nib in clean ink. Hopefully it doesn't mold. So this color was Noodler's Widowmaker. Okay, and this is a Platinum Curidas. So now I am going to tell y'all a little bit about this nib. Since I've had this nib, I can actually give like an honest review of this. The pen is amazing. It is completely, it writes like an extra fine, but I literally had to purchase this pen twice to just see if the nibs were different. So the extra fine Platinum Curidas, these do have some feedback because I bought this twice and I sent one back because I did want to test the nib to see like, okay, is it me, is it the nib? But it's totally the nib. So depending on the paper, some of the paper has less feedback than others. like on 160 GSM, it has a little bit less feedback because the paper is more porous than the Tomoe River paper. But this nib, the nib is amazing because of how, as you can see, how tiny the platinum write. But as far as like the extra fine nibs, they do have a little bit of scratchiness on all paper surfaces. But I do like the platinums because they're very consistent with the size of the nib. And if you know anything about Japanese nibs tend to write a lot finer because, I mean, literally, like, they specialize in like stationery and writing utensils and things like that. So let me know in the comments if you have a platinum Preppy. Which color do you have? I just decided to get black because I think I want to use this solely for work instead of having to take all of my pens to work to see what I want to use. So just put a green heart in the comments if you stayed to the end of the video. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.